Hello, my name is Kevin Phillip. I'm a professional paragliding pilot from Switzerland, and I recently survived a pretty scary incident with my paraglider. I like to push a bit more. I was always a little daredevil, I would say, but always trying to stay safe. I started paragliding with the age of 22, and ever since I can't leave it. So I was flying for about 12 years, but the first 2 years I was school or in the school, I was still learning a lot. I started competing professionally about 5 years ago, and then I was doing some competition and everything went well. I was flying with my paraglider and I didn't do anything spectacular. I was just turning next to the mountain. It was a bit too close and I hit a lot of sink, and all after a sudden I couldn't avoid anymore to collide with the mountain. And it wasn't like a really rough impact or anything, but a super bad angle. And yeah, I got really lucky on that. And through a compression of my vertebra, my spinal cord got compressed, and through that, I was paralyzed straight away. I was lucky that in Switzerland we have like some hospital rehab centers all together, and I stayed there for like 6 months or pretty much 6 months. And yeah, it took me exactly this time to get rid of the wheelchair. Never been angry on paragliding or anything like this. So from the very beginning, it was a big goal to get back where I was and to share the same experience. Almost 5 years, and almost on my first day again. It was a normal day, like any other training day. The conditions are sometimes a bit turbulent and the air is a bit messy sometimes, but we are used to fly in this condition. At my third practice run, I tried a twisty misty, which is a technical maneuver, but something I'm comfortable with. But unfortunately, during performing the trick, my left hand got stuck somehow. I still don't know what exactly happened. And I couldn't break the wing in a moment when it was really important. So the wing dived forward, and due to some turbulence or some strong wind, at the same point, the wing got pushed towards me, and I couldn't avoid falling into. Just start to gain a lot of speed, and I didn't know that I was falling that quick, but I knew I have to act. I went straight in, and I had to throw my rescue as soon as possible. So I tried to throw the right side. It's a steerable rescue system, kind of a parachute, which you know from skydiving. And it didn't really work out because as soon as I throw it, the handle of it got tangled with the line of my glider, so the whole package couldn't travel far enough to deploy it. So I decided to take my left side rescue, the second one, which is a normal parachute going straight down, non-steerable, the last option. And I throw it again, or I throw it as well. It got tangled straight away. It was already actually around all the lines. I was really unlucky that the lines were on the place where the rescue would come out. So I throw it, and I knew I needs to open really quick. So I just throw it with all my force. Unfortunately, it just got tangled next to me. So I took a clear thought. Actually, in this moment, I was thinking about my mother. I knew I shouldn't mess it up, and I pulled it straight away out of the package. Luckily, it was the very last option. I took another breath, a clear thought, and made it right, and took the lines in the package, and then I was able to deploy it and open it in the very last second. I was lucky when I hit the ground that there were no major injuries. I had a few scratches on my hand. By now, my mom is really well, but at this moment, she was quite frightened, and the first thing she told me I should stop paragliding. But soon after, she realized that's who I am. I was scared in the beginning, but very soon after, actually at the same day, I wanted to go back on the horse and fly again. Mainly, I fly for fun, or I fly not to compete. Paragliding is a free sport, and as soon as you are in the air, you can do almost whatever you want. So it really goes against the spirit of the sport to just follow some rules and put point after point and make this. Everyone repeats the same stuff to have the most points. I don't think I'm gonna do it forever, but as long as I feel motivated and I want to push the limits and try new things, I will practice this sport for sure. Through paragliding, I was traveling all over the world. I went to Brazil, to Colombia, to Spain, to France, all over the world. And it's a really cool instrument to meet new cultures, to meet new people. Paragliding, there's a lot of things coming together. You spend a lot of time in the nature, in the mountains. You get to see, like for me, Switzerland in a way different perspective. With paragliding, you're in the moment. You have to be, and you're focused on what is going around you. And every once in a while, you have these magic moments where birds fly with you along, or you have like this beautiful sunsets. Sport nowadays, you can practice really safely, and there are a lot of schools everywhere in the world who have a nice way or a safe way of teaching paragliding. My advice for anyone picking up this sport would be to first look around in your neighborhood or in your state to find a school which gives some beginner courses where you can make your first experience with paragliding and see if it's something for you. If you learn it slow, step by step, with the right teacher, it's a safe sport and it's accessible to almost every person. So for my advice for anyone who falls from the horse is like don't get scared of life, don't get scared of what you love. So for next year we have already some projects planned, and we want to cross Europe through the Alps with my friend and his dog and raise some money for animal welfare organization. If you ever get into a sketchy situation and you lose hope, like don't give up and always believe in yourself. Thank you for listening to my story. Don't quit if you fall down from the horse. Don't give up and stay strong.